Hello guys, welcome to a video. We've actually sat down together in front of a camera. We've put a light on and we're even wearing glasses.
Why are you talking like this? You sound like Moss from the IT crowd.
That's a bit harsh. Which suggests that we're going to be talking about something.
Stop talking like that. Have you got something stuck up your nose? You're like,
what? Really? Is my voice different?
No, that's not. That's good. That's good.
Okay, we're good. If you are wondering, these are just anti-glare blue light glasses, but
they're just fake. There's just nothing in them.
Welcome to today's video. We thought we would sit down and have a cup of coffee.
One take wonder.
And chat to you guys. Yeah, pretty much a laid back video about reasons why we decided to invest in the Philippines. If you follow our vlogs, you'll know that we have now purchased 2 condo units in Manila.
Yeah, for a quick recap, the first one we purchased, we originally purchased a studio condo and then decided to change that into a 1-bedroom so we could actually live in it ourselves and stop paying rent. So it's still an investment, but it'll be something that we're living in. And the second one is a pre-selling unit. And you guys, if you watch the vlogs already, you'll know we've done tours of these. We've shown you all the details behind the scenes. So there's a ton of videos on the channel if you're interested in that side of things. But we've also had a ton of questions about investing and about the reason we chose to do it here, the process behind deciding to kind of go for 2 condos instead of the original 1, which we'd planned to.
Exactly.
And again, it happened very quickly. We weren't planning on doing this until maybe the end of the year or next year, but the right opportunity came up. So
yeah, and this video isn't advice. This video is purely our story
because it's purely our experiences.
Yeah, we haven't really spoken about the second pre-selling one too much in the videos.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of questions about it, so we wanted to sit down and say, put it all into one video for those of you who are interested in this kind of thing. And I know there's a lot of you.
Yeah, it's going to be mainly about the reasons why we chose to do it as opposed to the step-by-step.
Yeah.
We can't give advice on that kind of thing. It's up to you guys to do your own research on that if you're interested. Both of the units we have purchased are with MegaWorld. We're going to leave our agent's details, Cyril, below. She's been very helpful. And if you've got any technical questions, you're welcome to ask us, but it's probably not good. We're not going to know the answer to.
She'll be happy to help you. She's very, very good, informative, and she's actually helped a lot of people who have come from the vlogs. We're not affiliated with MegaWorld in any way. We're not working with them. We're not trying to sell condos. It's not like that. We purely have used MegaWorld.
And we've got a contact there that can help you answer any questions you have. So
exactly.
Let's get on with the reasons why we chose to invest in the Philippines.
So reason number 1 that we wanted to buy a place in the Philippines is because if you've seen our videos, you know that we love spending so much time here. When travel was still a thing, years ago, we love traveling the Philippines. There's so much to see, so much to discover. We've gone through all that. You guys know that about us. And once Lucy and I had these experiences together, we kept saying time after time, we say it all the time, that we want our friends and family to experience it too. And if we had our own place, then we can have friends and family over to stay with us. They won't have to book hotels.
It makes it different. Actually, they probably might, because it's only a 1-bedroom place. But the second condo might be different.
Yeah,
but it's more that we at least can invite them over for a coffee or for dinner. They can experience our way of life here. It's not like we meet in a place and go to a hotel together.
It'll be a home.
We'll have a home. They can come into our home. It's up to them. We can maybe sleep on the sofa and they have our bedroom, depending on who it is, I guess. Or they can stay in one of the many Airbnbs nearby.
Yeah, so it's the family side of it.
It's options, yeah.
And also for our lifestyle that we want and that we have right now, of spending a lot of time in the Philippines, it makes sense for us to own a place rather than rent. We don't have to move out if our landlord kicks us out or the contract runs out.
Why would our landlord kick us out?
You know what I mean?
Very good tenants.
You know what I mean? If it's yours, it's yours. You can do what you want with it.
Yeah, it's different. It feels very different having this place. I mean, it's kind of scary because if anything goes wrong with it, it's up to us to pay for it, fix it, find a solution, as opposed to when you're renting, if something breaks, you kind of contact your landlord and you say, this has happened to your condo. It's more responsibility, but it also feels good that we can actually do what we want to it. It feels very different. I think once we're living in it as well, it'll feel very different. Yeah, the fact that our families will eventually be able to come over and our friends and experience life here in a way that we do, not only traveling and seeing the beautiful islands and meeting the friendly people and the food and all that kind of like amazing side of the travel, the actual lifestyle we have here in Manila and going out to our favorite restaurants and hanging out in places, and they'll be able to experience that as well as the travel side. Which
leads into point number 2, which is the Philippines is our favorite country. We have traveled a lot of different countries. We were due to do some more countries actually last year, but that all of course got cancelled. But from what we've seen of the world so far, we've spent the most time other than our home country of the UK, we've now spent the most time in our lives in the Philippines, which is cool and crazy.
By a long way compared to any other country. Like the second country might be what? I don't even know what. Thailand was one whole month.
Yeah, 1 month.
And Bali was a month.
Which sounds nothing now. So we've done a lot of time in the Philippines. Every time we came back and traveled the Philippines, we loved it even more. There was more to discover. The way of life here, the way the people are laid back, there's so much we like about it, but that isn't this video.
But it just made sense. It just made sense that if we were going to invest in another country, that country be here, because I mean, we're here and we love it here. So.
If we were going to diversify our kind of like investments, which is what we wanted to do, to have some real estate in another country, it was definitely going to be the Philippines because we know it. Which also leads into point number 3, which is our belief in the future of the Philippines and the progression that we've already started to see since coming in 2018 for the first time. There's been so many developments. We try and capture a lot of it on the vlogs. New roads, new bridges, new airports.
The amount of new restaurants popping up every time we leave our condo. We see a new branch opening of something, and there's just so much going on here. It's won so many tourism awards recently, and we just know that, I mean, there's a lot of other countries that are tourist hotspots. We feel like the Philippines is like, I mean, before COVID, hopefully again, it will start to increase again, but if we feel like it's just on this upward rise, this upward grind, and it's becoming way more popular as a tourist destination.
Before the pandemic, the tourism numbers in the Philippines year on year, 18 to 19, were staggering.
It was like going up and up and up like
really, really cool. The improvement in internet speeds since we first came. You can now get fast internet in 5G. A lot of places. 5G is here. New businesses, new companies. I know there's been setbacks in certain sectors and industries, but on the whole, we truly believe that the Philippines is going to be an awesome place to be, awesome place to spend time, awesome place for tourists to come and visit in the next 5 to 10 years. We've already seen so many improvements and progress and upgrades and things like that. And
you can tell by the amount of pre-sale there is, and how many condos are going up, and how many housing developments and that kind of thing. There's constantly construction going on, isn't there?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a good sign of the future.
Which rolls into point number 4. How do we wrote down some notes and some ideas for this video.
Not even a note, just one sentence.
Yeah, and they're all rolling into each other. Which is the next point, which is the rise of value of one of the big reasons for investors to invest here and us. And one of the reasons we decided it would be a good idea to invest here is the rise in value of properties over time. If you invested in a pre-selling condo 5 years ago, and you sold it now, make a huge profit.
Yeah, and also just property in general is going up here, it seems like. Again, we're not experts, don't take anything we say as like factual. From our own research, we found that property seems to be going up in value a lot here, and you see some plots in some areas that are just worth so much money. It's kind of crazy.
We can't give exact figures for ours because even we don't know exactly what the market's going to look like. But in 3, 4, 5 years, if we decide to sell or move into a bigger condo or something like that, no matter what we decide to do with our condos in the future, the value of them will rise over time.
Yeah, there's predictions of around 10% per year on our specific one. But again, prediction, who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows?
We don't know. That's the risk.
This video is not financial advice.
No.
But the other thing is the accessibility for foreigners like us to invest in the Philippines, to buy a condo.
Yeah.
MegaWorld are actually encouraging foreign investors to buy units from abroad. You can do it. MegaWorld accept payment in dollars, for example.
Yeah, and I think in the future they'll be accepting a lot of other currencies as well, so you don't necessarily need a Philippines bank account.
Yeah, and you don't actually need to be in the country to do it. That's why it was a good option for us as foreigners, but we couldn't buy a house, we couldn't buy land.
No, we'd love to buy land and build a house on the beach or something. We said that before. I mean, maybe we'll look into something like a land lease in the future, because I know we can do that. And I know we mentioned that over a year ago now, of some ideas we've got, but for now it made the most sense to do something in Manila, where we are right now, so we can kind of oversee and be there, like I'm gonna have anything to do with the construction. Keep going, you're doing a really good job.
Get your hard hat on. So condos were definitely the most accessible for us. And it seems like a lot of people don't know that, because when we started documenting it on the vlog, us buying our place, we had a lot of comments saying, oh, I thought foreigners couldn't buy property here. Yeah,
condos are different, but a lot of the time the building only allow a certain percentage of foreigners. I see it like 60-40%. You have to have 60% Filipinos
whole building.
And 40%. So if, for example, when we were looking at our condo, if there was already 40% foreigners, we wouldn't have been able to buy the unit. But because we were quite new to it and quite quick to the process, and obviously there's a lot of Filipinos that had bought units already, it meant that we could get one as well. But it's kind of case by case. That's why it's good to talk to an expert and not take full advice from us. And although property is like one of the bigger things you can invest in, as in like it's quite a big chunk of money, there's obviously like payment plans and stuff.
So point number 5 is our future plans. Our future plans will involve the Philippines. So for us to have a place that we own, we can come to, bring our family, our future children, to have somewhere that is ours, that we can come to at any time.
Yeah.
Even if in the future we're spending some more time in the UK with our family and we're doing some more traveling when traveling opens up, if we're spending, but then the parts of the year that we do spend in the Philippines to have our own, we've got our own place, we've got a base.
But it's not even
secured.
a base, it's like a home, because we've made it ours, and it's not like staying in a hotel or like a short-term rental, it's literally ours.
So no matter what our travel plans look like in the future when things open up, we'll always have a home here, which is going to be awesome. I
got goosebumps when you said that. That's such a nice feeling, isn't it? It's such a...
Yeah, that's one of the big reasons.
Oh, it's crazy. I've literally gone all tingly and goosebumpy.
And then the final point, which is a little bit dull and boring, but it is quite important as well, is there are some really, really good deals and stuff. And again, we're not promoting any deals.
It's not even like good deals, it's the payment plans and the way that you don't have to pay tons up front, and it's very much kind of depending on if you've got a big lump of cash but not much monthly, or if you've got no cash but small monthly payments. Like there's different plans on different buildings, and I guess the idea is that there's something for everyone. So there's plans where there's 0% interest, or where, I mean, you do get a discount in paying cash, so I guess it's slightly more expensive,
but it's still better. So the plan we're on, for example, was there was a down payment and then it's monthly payments. The monthly payment on the place we're buying is cheaper than the monthly payment to rent here.
Yeah, so
just gives you an example.
Yeah, and for the price of a condo 1, condo 2 and a parking slot is roughly how much rent we're paying here.
Yeah, so although all 3 monthly payments.
There's obviously big down payments every year, and there are some very big lump sums throughout it. The actual cash flow and the monthly payment is very similar to what we're paying now, but we're gonna then be owning 3 things like condo, parking space,
So yeah, those are kind of our 6 points of why we chose to invest in the Philippines. We're very happy with the decisions that we've made.
I still remember the whole whole of January, basically. I guess we were very stressed. I think we said in some vlogs we've got a lot going on, and I think I even put like Instagram stories out saying, sorry guys, we've got a lot of important life decisions to make right now. It was hectic. We were sat at this computer,
so many options.
Our eyes were straining and so bloodshot, reading contracts and making these like decisions on what to do, if it's the right one, reading through these payment plans, and there was a lot. But now that it's like a few months ago, I feel like I don't really worry about it anymore or think about it, because it's kind of been taken care of.
It's all set up, it's done, it's all running, it's working away in the background. And we're very excited to move in very, very, very soon. A lot of you have been asking when we're actually moving, and it is coming up very soon. So a little bit of a different video today. We just wanted to put all of that in one place in this video for anyone interested in maybe doing a similar thing to us, or you're just curious about how we've done it, what we've done, and why we've done it, most importantly, which is the main point of the video. So if you have any more questions, leave them in a comment. We'll try and get back to you. Send us a message over on Instagram. Give us a follow whilst you're there as well. Lucy is ridiculously excited about the renovations and moving in. I'm excited about our new gaming setup, guys. We're gonna have like 17 monitors mounted on the wall.
Really?
We're gonna have like, I'm gonna build the most powerful PC in the world.
That could be fun. You could film some more George videos.
I think I'm keen to build a PC. I haven't really spoken to you about this. I've had some people message me.
You said it's cheaper than buying a laptop, so then that sounds
good. So you're up for it?
That's kind of an investment.
Better value.
Kind of.
Kind of. We'll do some live streams, we'll do some gaming, we'll do, oh my God, some awesome stuff in the new place. We're so, so excited. We've had some 3D renders, we'll flash them on the screen. We had our bedroom.
Yes.
We had our bedroom done, we'll flash it on the screen.
Maybe.
This is our potential new bedroom, guys.
It looks so different being furnished. I think you can appreciate the space more with furniture in, and I don't know why, but it looks bigger with furniture in, which kind of makes no sense, but I think the reason is because you can't imagine things being able to fit in the space, but then when a whole sofa and a whole dining area and a whole this and that go in, you're like, actually there's quite a lot of space there, and it makes you visualize it very differently.
And it's going to be ours. It's going to be our home that we
so odd, isn't it?
And it's ours.
Unfortunately, the amenities aren't open. We can't have guests because of the current lockdown.
It will all get better. We've got a pool, we've got a sauna, we've got a gym, we've got a massage room, tennis, a theatre, cinema room. It's insane. It's going to be crazy. We'll do some crazy vlogs once we can. So look out for those. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Any other questions, leave us a comment. And we hope this gave you some value today. Yeah, have a fantastic rest of the day, wherever you're watching this from. Yes, and we'll see you in a daily vlog very, very soon. Bye. Bye.